What is up, guys and girls? Hurricane Liz here, and in this video we get back to the basics on KDP, back to keywords. What were the hottest keywords in June, and let's compare them with what's hot in July right now, just so you guys have a decent understanding of how these keywords can change from month to month. And I think this will show you the impact that knowing what trend we're about to jump into every single month is largely beneficial to growing your KDP business, particularly for keywords that involve gifts. So I know that was a lot. That was a lot to say. That was a lot to take in. So sit back, relax, and enjoy what I got to show you in terms of keyword research for KDP. So I'm super fired up for this video. I hope you're fired up. Let's do this. Yeah, that was quite a bit of word vomit that came out of my mouth there. But what I'm trying to say to you is what you're about to see in this video is I'm going to take you behind the scenes using the tool called Brand Analytics. Now, just understand that this tool is only available if you have a trademark brand and you are brand registered with Amazon. So there's a little bit of hoops to jump through. Of course, you can either get a trademark yourself, do the paperwork yourself, which I've never done. I've never even would attempt to do. It just seems extremely hard to me. And we know that when something's extremely hard, I'm not going to do it since I do have the IQ of a squirrel on a laptop. So I'm not going to do that. You might want to do that. It might cost you a lot less than it cost me. I went to a trademark attorney, had my brand trademarked, submitted that to brand registry, and voila, it opens up all these different tools that I'm able to use to help grow my brand. One of them happens to be this brand analytics tool, which you'll see how I do all my keyword research. Now, keep in mind that I always tell this to people, and you're going to see something on here called search frequency rank. Remember that. It's quite important. That is how often a consumer searches a product on Amazon, with the number one being the most searched product in all of Amazon. The higher that is, it means it's less searched for. But certainly, since Brand Analytics only covers about the top 2 million search terms, it by no means is every single search term, and it by no means tells you which one sells best. And what I mean by that is there's another term called PFR, or purchase frequency rank, which is more or less used by the diehard or hardcore Amazon marketers, that determines which keyword gets a sale. So what I'm showing you is search frequency rank. That's available in Brand Analytics. The PFR, or purchase frequency rank, is available in a lot of other tools. None of them which are Brand Analytics. A lot of these are usually underground tools that some Chinese hackers put together, or some reports that Chinese hackers put together. So we're going to go over the SFR and Brand Analytics right now. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you a comparison between June and so far what we've seen in July. Now keep this in mind, the data usually isn't released from a monthly perspective until the end of the month. So the data for all of July, we won't know till August 1st. And so I can only show you the data on a weekly basis in July, which will still be a pretty good indication of how people are searching for terms in July. So my whole purpose in showing you this is just to show you how from month to month, depending on the season, depending on the holiday, the hottest search term can immediately get changed over. And while there are still a lot of evergreen terms, so what I mean by evergreen is that terms that stay on there the whole year or all the time, that will be sprinkled throughout both June and July, most of the terms are seasonal. So it's important to kind of understand the impact of this, because if you know this, you have a product related to every single season. What you can do is you can begin to hunt for keywords that aren't as high in search frequency rank. And what I mean by that is, like, for example, in June, if we just hop into the screen share, you're going to notice that in June, the number one overall top term was Father's Day gift. Right? So how can we use this? Well, we probably shouldn't, because the odds of us ranking for Father's Day gift are slim to none, because pretty much what Amazon is telling us here is that it having a number one search frequency rank, it's probably one of the hottest terms out there right now, which means a lot of people are trying to compete for it. Now, with that being said, if you try to rank for Father's Day gifts in August, your odds of being able to rank for that are a lot higher than if you try to rank for them in June. But keep in mind, there will be a lot of lazy marketers that do the one and done technique, which means they'll put Father's Day gift in their back end terms and leave them there for eternity. However, what I hope to accomplish with this video is show you how that you can switch these words from holiday to holiday and then allow your product to potentially rank for many different holidays. But again, you don't want to look for terms that have a high search frequency rank like Father's Day gift. You want to go into maybe the hundreds of thousands, and I'll show you some as an example at the end of this. But you don't want to rank for ones with a high search frequency rank, but ranking for one that is maybe 550,000 in June, then that might be potentially a good one to put for next June. But again, the whole point of this is to understand that hopping from holiday to holiday is very beneficial to you if you pick the right keywords, and those keywords are keywords that are not competitive. So let's go ahead and compare the first 100, and I'll show you examples of terms that pop up for seasonality as well as terms that pop up evergreen. So again, for June, here we have Father's Day gift. We also have summer's dresses, which is also a seasonal term. And we have the iPhone 13 Pro case, since that is a phone that just came out. We've also got bathing suits, more Father's Day, people still buying iPhone 11 case, plus size swimsuits, sandals, portable air conditioners, which is doing quite well. The boys, which is probably something that just came out. Wedding guest dresses for women, I would imagine that's somewhat seasonal too. Water bottles, a lot of people drinking a lot of water. 4th of July, that's another one that pops up. Pool floats, car accessories. Now there's one that probably is just evergreen, right? I mean, it's not like people would shop more or less for car accessories in the summer. It's one that we would imagine is evergreen, as is Lego. Top Gun just came out. PS5, that's also an evergreen one since the PS5 has been out for quite some time. And let's see, again, more sundresses, rompers. An office chair, that's something that's evergreen. A mini fridge is seasonal, more or less. A gaming chair is evergreen. So you're kind of getting a pretty good indication for what is evergreen versus what is not. And obviously you want to execute this in search frequency ranks much higher than this. You don't want to go for the low search frequency ranks. When you go for the low ones, again, you're going to get quite competitive terms, and it's going to be a pain in the ass to rank. Here's lingerie for women. That's certainly probably evergreen. And luggage is evergreen, as are dildos. That's always what females are searching, we've learned. And if we've learned anything from this channel, that is that the female shoppers out there are always searching for this shit. It's unbelievable and pretty shocking at the same time. But hey, you go, girl. Power banks are evergreen, and you guys get the gist of it. But mainly we can tell that from June, we saw a lot of seasonality with summer. We saw a lot of seasonality with Father's Day, and we saw a lot of seasonality with people preparing for 4th of July. Now let's take a look at a weekly term, and we're gonna look here for July, and we're gonna see, like, do we see similar words? We'll go ahead and take a look at maybe the second week in July, since 4th of July is kind of over. And we got Apple Watches, which are evergreen. Again, dresses are still pretty hot. Let's see, but you can clearly tell here, a major holiday like Father's Day is done. There's nothing major here. Even if we look back at the 4th of July, let's look at that week. I don't think we're going to see many 4th of July keywords, but I might be shocked that we did. And no, we don't really see that many. They're not in the top 10. They're not worthy of a lot of people going out there and shopping like mad. Here we have the boys. Here we have backpack, because a lot of people are probably preparing their kids to go back to school. Squishmallow, which has been pretty hot. Lego, which shows us that it's evergreen. But there's really not a lot of holidays for July. All that we see is here's car accessories again. Room decor, probably people preparing their kids to go to college. All we really see is the fact that it's summer. That's it. There's nothing that's really seasonal. There's nothing that stands out. And that's more or less gives us a pretty good indication. Oh, there we go, women. There's the women, sex toys. I knew it. How did I know that that was going to be on there? Just a wild guess. But it's seasonal. From a summer perspective, not really any holidays going on in July. Possibly also from the perspective of kids going back to school. That's a big event. Well, it's not a holiday. It is a big event. So that should show you how that works. And if we wanted to really look for words that are in the hundreds of thousands, the best bet would be is if you do have access to brand analytics, then you would certainly want to download the report. You can see that by going through them, I can't really get you to those. In a future video, I will download them and then show you what those words are. But I would download the reports and then just skip to like 500,000. At the 500,000 point, start looking for words that relate to Father's Day, and then those are the words that you'll use on the back end for any future Father's Day. That's the tactic that I would use in order to dominate for the keywords every single major holiday. And so hopefully that's shown you how you can use the words from every single holiday to be able to rank for your product each and every holiday. And that product can be KDP, it could be a t-shirt, it could even be a physical product. I've seen plenty of physical products rank #1 for things like Mother's Day gift and Father's Day gift. And all it basically means is that the seller is being very strategic in making sure that these keywords are added for each and every holiday, and also doing a lot of keyword research, really understanding which ones are high in purchase frequency rank versus search frequency rank, which is a ninja topic that I do not know anyone else talks about. It's something that's discussed at underground masterminds and high-level ticket masterminds for Amazon. So hopefully that helped you guys. I know I went into some deep dive theory on here, but questions and comments, I know I'll hear a bunch of them. Post them below. I always personally answer those, and I'll see you guys next time.